me see if this is over. Hold on. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Get some music in the background here. Welcome, welcome guys. I know it's a Thursday, another Thursday. As usual, I got some stuff prepped. I also did some stuff in the background on the, a little bit of prepping in the background so that way I don't have to struggle on the stream. Hey Axe Potato, welcome to the stream, buddy. Happy to see you again, man. Yeah, I think this will hold it in place. Okay, so this will hold nicely if I need to. How you guys doing? Howdy, 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 welcome. How's you guys' week? Been a crazy week for me. Hey Luke Ingram, welcome man. How you doing? So, I'm just gonna get right into it. I know people will come as it will build up as the stream goes. Hey Conley, welcome to the stream. So, to get going, as you know, the last stream we had everything mounted. As you can see, I did some adjustment in the background. I would say this: I will be careful with these black pieces here that are on the rails, because with me adjusting the rails, right, to make sure that they don't have any play in them. If you screw the adjustment, which is these screws here, these adjustment screws. If you screw them in too much, they can actually break the plastic. Okay, I learned that the hard way and had to print out like 2 more to replace it and readjust everything. So I would say be very careful with this because it's fragile. I would say maybe this part I'll probably reprint this part, the black pieces, and probably like, you know, carbon fiber ABS or another type of stronger material, just for a little bit more rigidity, because yeah, this part is a little bit on the flimsy side. So yeah, so I learned my lesson there. So I had to reprint these black parts here and rerun this back, but it's nice and smooth now, as you can see. Took my time to level it out, so it's nice and smooth, really nice there. And remember in the last week that I went ahead and mounted the bearings and the idlers, so we're gonna try to attempt to put the belt in this time. So that's the goal, is to get the belt in place. Good, Luke. Good to hear you guys doing good. Gotcha, Axe Potato. There's always a printer to work on, I promise you, man. Always something to work on. Always. So today, what we're gonna do is install the belt. I did in the background because I didn't want to struggle on stream. So I'm gonna show you guys what I did. Let me take this off so I can put this down on the ground for a second. So in the background, I was thinking to do some of the prep work for the belted Z in the background, but I mean on live stream, sorry. And but I didn't want to struggle too much doing this because it's a little involved. So what I did, I went ahead and ran insert the 625 bearings. There's like 3 of them, so 1, 2, 3. So 2 on the outer part of it and 1 in the center. And then I went ahead and ran the idler, the two-tooth idler and the smooth idler as well, with 30mm M5 dowels pins. So I cut them myself with a Dremel and then ran them. So it wasn't difficult, but I needed an extra hand in order to do this. So I didn't want to have to do that all in live stream. So I kind of like pre-ran the part that will require some type of force or to get it in there. So I did that with all 3 parts here. So as you can see, all of them kind of have all of that stuff inserted to just make life easier for me on the stream. All right, so yeah, so that's what I did. I also have my 200mm GT2 belts. That's for these here. I got everything out. So I'm not sure I'm gonna reach all of that on tonight's stream, maybe next week. I'm gonna try my best to see if I can get to that level. I still have some dowel pins that I need to flatten. So what I'm gonna do is once I've done route the belt, I'm gonna probably plug these in on my vice grip here, and then try to use this hand sander to just kind of sand them and just give them a flat edge, so that way the grub screw can have something to hold on to. So that's what I will be doing next once we run the belt. So we're just gonna focus on the belt right now. So let's run some heat inserts real quick. All right, let's start. So we need these 4 here. These are what the belt grabs onto. So we take those out. I'm gonna make sure I have the screw I need for the tensioner. So let me look back on the screw, because I'm now thinking about it. I don't think I have the screws for that, but I'm gonna just check real quick to make sure on this CAD here. See what I need. Okay, so what size screw is this? Yeah, so it's been a rough week this week. Tired as usual from work and whatnot, but this is the exciting part of my week, to get to build a printer, settle down. I want to say this is probably a 30mm screw, 100%. Looks like it. Right there. Get it. It's highlighting everything. I don't want that to happen. You know what? I'm gonna worry about the screw after the fact, but I'm pretty sure it's a 35mm screw. So let me grab some real quick. I'm pretty sure that it is a 30mm screw. Actually, it may be a bit bigger, guys. Hold on. Hey, Squirrel Brain, welcome to the stream, buddy. All right, no problem, Hacks Potato. I appreciate it, man. I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah. So it's a 40mm screw. That's what it is. So I have these right here. So let's run some heated inserts on these things. These are a little longer than I want, but I'm gonna have to get the job done. So I already pre-cut the belt. I did follow the, I'm using, like I said, mentioned Janny Wang, a kind of a guide, and he cut his belt at 600mm long and made sure that the tooth at the end of the belt were the same. I tried to do my best. I'm pretty sure the tooths are the same, but like I said, they're roughly about 600mm long belt cuts, so we should be good there. I'll show you guys a close-up of what I'm doing once I'm finishing here, so you can see I'm just adding an insert on the tensioner. You can never have enough heat inserts, guys. Never have enough of these things. All right. So as you guys can see, I ran the insert, so you guys can see that up a little close. So, all right, so now we can try to attempt to put this belt in place. Wish me luck. All right. Okay, so let's start on the X side first. So let's see, based on this, I want you guys to see the CAD that I'm following. That way you guys can see what I'm doing here. Let you guys see this. Alright, I need to change out. Let me change out the capture here. So you guys can see what I'm looking at. All right. So seems like you push the belt, like there's a little loop on the belt here. So look like you push the belt through here. This way, so the teeth facing the inner side. push it through. And guys, make sure you get 9mm belts. This is not, I bought 10mm belt on accident and realized it couldn't fit and almost reprinted the old thing, only to realize it's actually 9mm GT2 belts. So make sure you get 9mm GT2 belts, not 10, but 9, else it won't fit. Okay, so I see the belt. So you push the belt through these little holes, these little square holes there to push the belt in. So I'm pushing it in there now. And I need like something to guide it. So if I have I know I had a flathead over here, a flathead screwdriver. There we go. Okay, that is going to be a problem. I wonder if I can do it the other way. Let me try this way. Oh yeah, that works. So as you guys can see that, you see that pushed out? The belt right there? It actually worked the other way. So I'm gonna do that. And then you create a little loop. So I'm gonna right? Then you pull tight. Oh no, that didn't work. That didn't work, guys. Trying to figure out what's the best way to do this. How would you? Alright, I'm gonna look at what he says, because there's a way to do this properly, and let's see what Jenny Wang says here. I no idea. Let me see. You guys see what I'm doing here. Okay. Oh, I got it. Okay. I got it, guys. I got it. But I don't want that much teeth in it. Come on. figured it out. I want to keep the teeth even, so I'm going to pop it out for a second. There we go. Got it. This is bottom. This goes something like this. All right. Got it, guys. So basically you got to make the so you got to line up the teeth of the belt, and while you pull on this side of the belt here, it make sure that the so basically the belt goes around this this M3 screw here that is exposed, and then what happens is there's a little section that meshes with the belt teeth on itself, right? So once it catches the belt teeth, you pull, and it pulls the whole belt loop in, which is really nice. So that's clever. Very clever design there. So right now I'm just like screwing out some of the melted plastic out of the M3 heat inserts there that they created on the inside, just so we don't have any blockage. Alright, then we're going to insert screw. So it's a 40mm screw that you need for the tensioning. So you mesh the teeth. There's some teeth here. I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but there's teeth. So you match it with the belt, the tooth of the belt here, and then slide it in that slot. And then the M3 screw should grab it. Just using my hand for now, if I can push it in. I'm just using this for some leverage to kind of squeeze it in, because this thing is tight. Hey Carlos, glad you're able to catch a stream, man. I'm running the belts right now, you know? I'm thinking just to use a longer screw at first to kind of pull the tensioner in, then put the actual screw in it, because this is, it's a bit tight with the belt and the tensioner together. Maybe should have just lubed it a little bit, but let me see if I can actually put a slightly longer M3 in there, catch it, and then I can put the regular size in it, because this sucker ain't budging any further. Yeah, that's the plan. All right, let me get a longer screw, guys. Got a 50mm M3, so that should be plenty enough to kind of reach it. Yeah, more than plenty. See if I can get a smaller washer, so that way I'm not damaging the plastic. There we go. And I might not be able to put a washer on here like in the long term, because the belt, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but the belt positioning to the screw is very narrow. So a washer will probably poke on the belt. So I'm just going to only use a washer now just to grab the tensioner. And after that, I won't use a washer, because it seems like, yeah, the tolerance is not as, it's not made with a washer in mind. There we go. Yeah, tight squeeze, Carlos. Yeah, it's definitely not enough space for a washer to go there. But for now, I'm just kind of using it just to grab this tensioner. All right, it's through the tensioner now, so it should be pulling it in. Yeah, it's up. Yeah. Now it's pulling it in. And this is a very small space to work in, so bear with me, guys. It's very, how should I put it? What's the word I'm looking for? Not much space here to work with, and it's very handicapped. That's a word I can use. You know, it's very awkward. Sorry, awkward is the word I'm using to do this. That's the word I was looking for. Awkward. Very awkward to do this. Because you're like right in between the belts trying to pull it, while the belts are getting closer as you put tension on it. All right, the belts are getting a little tension, so now I'm gonna remove the 50mm screws and then put the 40mm screw that's supposed to be in it, and then do the final tension in there. Yeah, that's a word too, cramped. Yep. That's the word, cramped. Yep. Come on, baby. Hey, not to not to be weird, but I noticed when you're building printers in certain aspect, you find your fingers doing very weird things. If you guys can get that joke. Jesus, how long is this thing, man? Hey, come on. Come on. All right, I can say this now. There gotta be a better way to do this. Because yeah, that is a bit cramped, and taking a bit just to pull it back out, but come on. Almost as fast as just do it with my hand. How you guys doing today, though? You guys are a little quiet. I know you guys are focusing on what I'm doing, but how you guys doing today? You guys have any printers that you're building? Anything you're working on? Any projects coming up that you guys are interested in? Oh, I also have a friend of mine that keep convincing me to use Canvas. Now, here's my thing about Canvas. Let's talk about this. I have nothing against Canvas, guys. Literally got nothing against it. I think it's awesome. I think it's great. But hear me out. I just think that's just more of a failure point in my honesty. Like, I feel like, yeah, you know, you can run multiple MCU with Clipper, and it's cool that you can run 2 boards, 3 boards, you know, a bunch of boards, but like, to me, that's a more failure point, you know what I'm saying? So, and I mean, I know it's now easier to kind of flash the CAN bus now by just plugging the USB, flash it, and just, you know, hook it all up, and it makes wiring easy. But to be honest with you, I don't mind wiring. Like, I don't mind sitting there, crimping, putting it all together, and once it's wired up, it's gonna work, you know what I'm saying? Less stuff to finagle with in the config, less config to mess with, but that's just my opinion on it. Maybe down in the future when CAN bus become like a popular thing and it's highly integrated and everything, then I won't have a choice to buy it. But right now, it's like additional components. For example, if I go CAN bus on this, I'm gonna automatically want to go CAN bus on the rest of my printer. So if you go CAN bus on like all 7 printer, that's more money and more failure points on the printer. I'm just saying I like it, but I only recommend it if you have 1 or 2 printer that you just want to put CAN bus on, make things easier, make every, you know, or if you're new to 3D printing and want to build like a brand new printer, like a Voron or something, and you go on CAN bus right out the gate, I agree. But if you have a ton of printer already that you wired up and it's already working, I just don't see the need to put CAN bus on it. You know, maybe if it's broken or something, you know, but I just think that's just an additional area of failure that you might run into, and then you have to buy a whole new CAN bus or whatever that might be. So that's just my opinion on it. Yes, I agree. I mean, it has its benefit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not against it at all. Nick. Are you threading into a brass? Yes, Carlos, I'm threading into a brass insert. So there's a brass insert here in the actual. So I'm threading into this. So this part is what the teeth of the belt match up to, and it inserts in the housing here, and then the thread goes into this brass at the back. I'm not going to tighten it up for now. I'm just kind of keeping it loose a little bit until I ran all the belt. We'll go on the next section here. Through wires, Nick. fewer wires can avoid chain XY. I agree on that. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Presumably less wire breaking. It makes more sense on new build. CAN bus probably save money over more wires. All right, so let's have a debate. So all those are good. I agree with you. Like, you save more wires and all that stuff. But I'm gonna give you a good example. So I bought a IGUS cable chain. Well, IGUS, not cable chain, but IGUS wires. In that wire, there's like 20 different, there's a word for them. It's not wires, but like cores? Conductors, sorry. Conductors, that's the word. There's 20 conductors in that thick wire, okay? I have it wired up to my my VZ bot. No issues, none. Yes, it's a lot of wires, yes, but it's one thick cable and you don't see a bunch of wires. And so me, it's cleaner. I can run it in a cable chain, no problem. It's a thick cable to protect those smaller wires, so no problem there. So what I'm saying is CAN bus definitely has its use, especially if you're not the type of person to wire up a bunch of, like if you don't have time to sit there and just crimp away, it saves a lot of time. So I'm not taking away from the benefit of it. What I'm saying is, for me, if you're good at crimping, you don't mind wiring, you don't mind the full experience of wiring up a printer, it's great. I like to wire the printer. I think the wire will last longer, in my opinion, because again, that same CAN bus that you bought, the Toolhead, what if the chamber gets hot enough? Because I've seen people complaining about it getting hot. What if it gets hot and then it goes out? Then you're out 20 bucks, you're out 30 bucks. Then you have to go around, buy another $30 again to replace that whole board. I'm just saying, it's another failure point compared to just wires that, you know, again, if you get solid, good wires, I don't have to worry about my IGUS wire going out anytime soon. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just, like I said, there's an argument for both. I'm just more in the old way of just wiring up my printers, you know what I'm saying? Save myself money that way. But I also see the benefit of CAN bus too. So there's nothing wrong with both approach, but I'm just saying, a friend was trying to convince me to run CAN bus, and I'm like, I don't want to really mess with all of that right now, you know? Maybe long term down the road, I start messing with a few of them, but right now I know myself. Once I start putting a CAN bus on this, I'm gonna want to put a CAN bus on that, on all of them, you know what I'm saying? Just to keep all my printers on the same ecosystem, and that's way too much money. So it don't make sense I even bother go there. So, but yeah, if you're new to 3D printing, you're building a brand new rig, I do recommend you go CAN bus, just easier, wire it up easier. But at the same time, if you don't have a lot of experience with Clipper, if you don't have a lot of experience with messing with the CFG, messing with the configuration, if you don't have a lot of experience doing that, then CAN bus is going to take just as long as you just crimping some cables together and go from there. So just food for thought, but it's a good, healthy debate on it though, you know, I thought. So yes, I agree, Carlos. A fresh build makes sense. Totally. I totally agree with a fresh build. Wire, but also adds complexity in the software. Yes, good way to put it, Luke Ingram. It reduces the number of wires, but also add complexity in the software, especially when it comes to firmware updates. Absolutely. So that's what I'm saying. There's a trade-off there. Absolutely a trade-off. But like I said, if you're good with Clipper, like myself, I'm really good with Clipper, so adding a CAN bus wouldn't be a problem to me. Like easy. I guess what I'm thinking of is more of the cost saving. So I guess, let's put it this way: 1 hour of putting up a printer, let's say wiring a printer in like 1 or 2 hours with a CAN bus, versus wiring up a printer with traditional wires that takes maybe 5 or 10 hours, right? So I guess you're saying a whole CAN bus kit costs like 30 bucks. So you're saving quite a bit of time there, honestly, because 2 hours wiring up a printer, boom, you're good to go, versus like another additional 8 hours, right, of just crimping cable, making sure everything runs. So I guess you can outweigh the cost saving there. So what I was telling my friend is like, well, you know, $30 is not bad for saving that amount of time, but also I find crimping as a therapy. I don't mind just sitting there crimping and then take the $30 and buy some pizza and beer and eat, you know? So I guess, you know, to each your own, I guess, but there's an argument for each though, and there's pros and cons to both. So that's really what I was getting to. But I agree with you guys. Yeah, I appreciate you guys though. It's a good debate. It's good to just, you know, debate, think about things. But definitely, I agree. You know, new build can bust for sure. I definitely agree with that. Let's see now. Let me see if I can slide this in here. Absolutely. Yes, the cable management is a definitely big thing for the CAN bus. I agree. I agree totally. That would save a lot of cables. So, like I said, I have nothing against it. I'll definitely go CAN bus later on down the road. You know, once I decide to kind of break down my computers and my printers and upgrade them, I'll definitely incorporate CAN bus. It's just that right now everything is working with the wire and I'm too lazy to go pull it up just to do that. So, you know. So right now I'm just kind of making the teeth mesh with the other side of the belt. And then when you pull it, it should pull both of them in. There we go. Alright, same method here. Okay. Hey, welcome to the stream, Erickson, man. Love that you're getting around to it. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. So another thing I'm working on in the background that I might live stream too, and it seems like you guys definitely enjoy the unique take on the live stream. And so I think I mentioned a couple streams ago that I was gonna buy an Ender 3 and then kind of convert it. But come to think of it, I have a lot of spare parts here. Like I have a ton of motors, ton of boards, ton of extrusion. I mean, I got a ton of beds, ton of heaters, ton of everything. Like I can build at least minimum with the stuff I have, at least another 5 printer, easily. And so instead of buying an Ender 3, I'm just gonna build a printer from scratch. Now, I'm looking to go a Pruz type of setup, like what I had with my previous Ender 3. So it's gonna be like a Pruz kind of mod with a Voron Toolhead on it. Since I have the stuff, so I'm gonna do a little kind of mashup, like a Pruz Bear, Voron Toolhead, stealth burner with the CW mod to allow it to detect the filament, the limit switch filament mod, so that way I can get my enraged rabbit carrot feeder going again, because I kind of missed it and it's right there. There's space for it right beside me. So I'm just gonna build a smaller type of printer, like a pusher size kind of printer, Ender 3 kind of size. So I'm gonna do that on live stream. So I gotta plan it out, but I think you guys would enjoy that. It's kind of a different content, something different. So I think you guys would enjoy that build. So because I have all these spare stuff I could build a printer out of, so I might as well just take advantage of what I have here instead of buying a whole nother printer for that. Carlos, hey dude, hey, listen. I'm not even joking. Like, y'all, like, I'm not even joking. If I go in my closet right now and look in my drawers, nothing but electronics and motors and belts and screens and, dude, I spent like a good solid, and I'm just being open and honest with y'all. Between 2020 to now, I've spent a solid probably 7-8 grand on printers and have spare printer parts, like easily. Like I'm not even joking, like easily 7 grand on printers. My wife probably knows, she's probably mad at me at the fact, but you know what I'm saying, like easily spend that much on printers. So I have a ton of spare parts here. It's no joke. So when you see me saying, hey, you know, if you guys want to buy Voron parts from me, like printed parts, and it goes right back into the channel, I really meant that. Like, it's going right back into what I spent. Like, it's literally not benefiting me at all. Like, you know, it's just going back to buy out of foolishness to make you guys happy over here. So, well, I do love the hobby, so I think it's just worth it to spend that much money, you know? Oh man. I should start a business, Nick. I really should. I should sell off the crap I have built up in here. I've recently completed a Mercury 1 Core XY mod for the Ender 5 Plus, working on a E3 Pro switch wire conversion. Need to print new parts, upgrade my baby belt V0.1. Okay, there you go, Luke. There's always projects, man. There's always projects. Like, guys, you don't know how bad it is in my head. Like, how bad. Like, I want to touch my VZ butt. It's pretty fine, but I still want to do stuff to it. My Trident is my Trident kind of slash VZ butt is down because I want to experiment with this, and I got to tell you guys this. You're gonna laugh. So I want to say Nuno Vincente. He's usually on the stream sometime. He comes around. He had I think I was on Nero's stream the other day when he mentioned that he's the only one that actually put a silicone heated the silicone heater directly on the glass and then mount it on his Trident. So I'm like, huh, because I've always used PEI sheet on top of like borosilicate glass on top of the cast aluminum plate, which is not a bad idea, and I really like the PEI sheet I've been using lately. But I'm thinking, like, why not just use plain glass? You know, since glass get hot anyways, why not just put the silicone heater on it? But here's the problem. Putting hole through glass is not easy. And I gotta explain this. So I tried to put so I bought a glass. I think it's one of the latest glass for the Tronxy machine. So it's 330 by 330. A massive piece of glass. I'm not sure if it's borosilicate glass or whatever glass, but it's pretty flat when I tested it. And I was gonna try to put a hole in it. And man, I tried to put a hole in it, and it was going pretty decent, and then for some reason, I don't know if the pressure I put on it, but I tried to push a little bit more pressure, and boom, the whole thing shattered. I'm like, oh snap, okay, all right then. So I told Amazon I needed a return on the glass, and they sent me a new one, right? And I said, I didn't care, it's like 35 bucks, oh well. So I tried it again, and I tried it again. I'm a little more careful on it, like a little bit of pressure, just enough, and it was going. And keep in mind, I'm using a drill press too. It's not like I'm just using my hand. I'm just using a drill press, just slowly kind of, you know, playing with it. And midway through the whole process, shatter again. Boom, just shatter. So I'm like, man, that's it. So I was like, So if you guys have any better idea how to put hole in the glass, I'm all ears, because I would like to try that method of just, you know, putting silicone heater directly on the glass and then mounting it on my Trident and see how it works. So catch up with chat here. I'm with you on how quickly King escalate. Yep, it does escalate, Carlos, for sure. I have 8 printers in my office and 3 large printers in my. Oh my God, Luke, you're crazy, man. You have 8 printers and 3 large printers in the dining room. Nice. Oh yeah, Bondtech extruder upgrade, Revo Mini. Oh sweet, sweet. So Carlos, to answer your question, the build volume on my Trident is, well, it's technically should have been 330 by 330. That is the build volume. However, the on the Y, I kind of got in the front, I have like 10 millimeters off. So technically, that's when I had the Voron Toolhead. It was like 320 on the Y and 330 on the X, because the X is kind of wider. But then with the VZ bot conversion, I lost 5 millimeter additional, so it was 315 on the Y, and then I think 330 on the X. Now with the all-wheel drive mod, you do lose a whole 20 millimeters, like the full 20 millimeters off the Y in the front. So now it's like 310 by 330. It's not a big deal because I never really use the whole print bed anyways. But that's a sacrifice with the VZ bot all-wheel drive mod. But if I should go back to like a Voron Toolhead, I'll gain back that 320 by 330 build volume. So, all right, let me try to get this in here, not do anything stupid. There we go. All right. Hey. Why is this so much more tighter? Hold on. This wasn't as tight. But this one is getting... Did I cut this short? Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully I didn't cut this short. Feels like I did though. I'm about to add 2 dedicated 20 amp circuit in the office so I can run several printers at once without popping the circuit breaker. Okay, yes, Luke, that's a problem. If I have all these machines now, I can definitely run like my Trident, my 1.8 and my 2.4. But if I have the 4th machine plugged in and running, the whole breaker flip. Especially now that I have a gaming computer, my wife has a gaming computer, my kids have a gaming computer, even though they're on separate circuit. But in this room, if I have all 4 machines going, even though I have them plugged in on the UPS to prevent, you know, if the light goes out, I can still kind of save my print. But yeah, it will definitely trip the circuit breaker for sure. It happens all the time. So usually at a time, I might have like 2 or 3 printers going, but not all 7 at the same time. Water and diamond bits. Yeah, I'm thinking about trying that, but I'm wondering if you guys are aware, can a laser cut holes in the glass? That's one thing I want to know, because at my in my job they do have a laser cutter, and I was thinking about using that to cut it. So if you guys can confirm if you can use a laser to cut glass, I'll gladly go with that route. Try to move this up a little bit. There we go. Home Depot has a article on drilling glass. Okay, I'll check that out. Nick, tip: do not attempt to drill safety or tempered glass. Yes, yeah, it literally scattered and shattered. Water is key, I think. I saw some guy drilling with the Play-Doh donut hole with water. Okay. Submerge the glass if possible. Continuous running water if you can't submerge. Okay. Use a freaking laser? Okay. Good to know. I'd rather use a laser, man, because, like, yeah, the drilling is not, it's definitely not, yeah. There's too much technicalities there. Okay. I appreciate you guys' input, so I'm gonna give that a try. I'm gonna take I have some spare glass here. I'm gonna take it and test it on the machine at my work and see how it goes, and then we can go from there. But I definitely want to try just use a silicone heater directly on glass instead of using, like, because glass is flatter. Glass is typically flatter and don't warp as much on the heat versus the aluminum, the cast aluminum. And by popular means, what I mean by that is most people assume that the cast aluminum won't warp, and you're right, it might not warp as much, but it does warp. It still warps on the heat because, especially if you throw 100% power at it. So I tend to turn mine down to like 60% power, so it heats up a little bit slowly, so that the way the molecules and the molecules in the metal get to heat up evenly. Versus if you throw 100% power at the cast aluminum, it will warp. I promise you, it will definitely warp. Not as bad as like regular 60-61, but it will definitely warp still. So that's a thing I just noticed in the background. I observed. Freaking sharks with laser beams. Oh, mine was back to evil reference. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, all right. So I'm definitely annoyed with the belt routing on here. It's not bad. It's pretty simple, but it's the just trying to get the tensioner in. Like, it's pretty annoying. Like, this part is not fun. This part is definitely not my favorite at all. I know it can go tighter, but I feel like it's kind of already there. I don't know, man. I might be in trouble with this belt. I might be in a little bit of trouble with this belt because I don't think it's long enough. Well, let's see. Once I screw it in. Jeez. Like, another mod I'm already thinking of. This is how you waste money real fast. So I really like the ANNEX K3 belt, how the belt is set up, like how these are set up. I really like the simple way it does the belted Z. And so I seen someone implemented it the same ANNEX K3 belted Z on a Trident. And I'm thinking to do the same. I would like to belt my Trident Z using the same ANNEX, the same setup here. Of course, I'm gonna have to recut the deck panel. I don't know if I'm gonna use the bottom deck panel, but I might still kind of recut the top deck panel. I think that's a mod I would like to do. I'll let you guys know in the future. If I do it, I'll definitely share it with you guys for sure. But that's something I'm kind of wanting to do. Is I like the belted design on the ANNEX over the Voron. So I might do some mashup like that. Ooh, that'd be dope. Mini-me theme? Yeah, I think that would be dope, man. This one is gonna be Batman. If you have not realized by now, it is Batman theme. So I'll definitely have a Batman vinyl on the back panel if I can fit it somewhere. Come on, behave. Y'all, I'm struggling over here with this thing, man. Like it. Come on. There we go. Almost caught it. Almost. That's the next print I want to build too, guys. I've been looking, but I don't really. I'm probably gonna do Roller Han's setup, but I want to build a Delta printer too, just a small one, nothing crazy big. I don't want to buy it. I kind of want to build it myself. Ooh, yeah, this is tight. That's really tight. I don't know what's causing that resistance here. That's really tight. Tight because I did probably run the belt not the greatest, so it's already tensioning. Yeah, it's already tensioning. Yeah, it's got all that tension already, and it's not even halfway in. So I feel like I ran the belt maybe a little too short on this one. I'm gonna see stuff. Too short. We'll see. Yeah. Shoot, guys. I think I ran the belt a bit short on here, so I might have to recut this and do this one. I'm not really worried about it too much. So I'm gonna leave that for a little bit and work on the rest. But because it's already tension, look at that. That's already more tension than this, and so it looked like I might have ran the belt a little short. So I might have to figure that one out. So I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So I'm gonna work on the rest, and then in the background I can adjust that. I gotta watch how much length I use here. Watch the length, how much I use here. So it's quite up. Not use too much. Oh crap. Crap. Try it again. You know, I'm torn between the Tridex setup, and here's why. I like the idea of the IDEX setup. Like, it's interesting that you can mirror, but it's so limited. Like, for example, I'm into, if you guys are not know, but I'm gonna announce it again. I love like anime, so I'm a big fan of anime. And there's no technology out there right now that you can like take a model, 3D print it, and get it all in color without some kind of like a negative. Should I put it like a major drawback? For example, like even though I'm gonna get my enraged rabbit carrot feeder going again, the negative part about it is that you constantly got to use like a tower, a perch tower. You know what I'm saying? You're just wasting all that filament. So that's the negative downside for me. Is like even with IDEX, you only can print 2 colors at a time. You know what I'm saying? And most models going to require at least 5, 6, sometimes 8 different colors. And so there's no technology out there right now that can say, yeah, for sure, like, you know, that don't waste filament. You know, the Bambu Labs, I like it. And that's the only reason why I told you guys I would buy one of those the Bambu Labs carbon printer. Is the fact that it does multicolor printing a little bit more stably. It does waste and purge a lot of stuff at the back of it that it shoots out, as people say, it poops it out. I'll only buy for that reason, just for the multi-printing capability. It seems like it does multicolor a bit better, but still at the fact that you're wasting a lot of filament in the process. But at least you know it will complete the color. So that's the only reason why I would buy one. But there's no process out there that actually allows you to just put a model in and just get a nice, clean color full model without major drawbacks with it. And that's my frustration with all that stuff. But, you know. What anime? Never heard of it. Carlos, you never heard of anime? So anime is like Japanese cartoon. Like, I mean, you know, we call it cartoon, but anime is just Japanese animation. It's short for animation, but everybody calls it anime. So if you heard about Bleach, Naruto, Hero Academia, Hunter x Hunter, all the Shonen Jump kind of anime, like, you know, Inuyasha, Yu Yu Hakusho, One Piece, that type of thing, that's what I call anime. here. Hopefully it's not short. Yeah, it's still, oh man, they feel short. They all feel a little bit short. Okay. So I'm gonna have to I might not be able to get a full teeth on these things. So I want to be able to adjust it. It's already stiff there, so. Yeah, I'm gonna go halfway on it because it's can't get a full. I'm trying to get out of stiff knobs. I'm gonna sacrifice some kind of teeth. That's fine because I don't want to recut. So that's why it wasn't even on the head. There we go. We need to pop it back out now and see how much we got. Oh, you're kidding? Okay, I figured you're kidding because there's no way you wouldn't know about anime, man. There's no way. I figured you were. That's still sliding off the side. Why is it sliding? It's not sitting on the, it's not meshing well on here. I'm not sure what's going on. Sorry guys, I went quiet on y'all. I'm just trying to make sure this belt, the belt is like, it's one side is going in, the other side is not. So I'm just making sure it's behaving itself. Okay. I'm gonna try to see if I can squeeze it in, honestly. Push it. Get some leverage like this and see what happens. Oh, that's much better. I don't know why it's doing that. It's so strange. Just going in so weird. Like, why is it doing that? It's so strange. Alright, I'm gonna grease the end. I want to build a Voron Trident. I'm asking for painting. If I build a farm by kit, should I buy one or buy one? You know, so personally, from what it sounds like, at least I'm just governed by what most people say. And Carlos, I'm answering your question. It seems like most people do buy the kits are pretty nice these days to buy, honestly. You shouldn't worry about a whole lot, but personally for me, I tend to source my stuff. So what I would do is, and this is how I do it, I would get the frame from Printed Solid, get the frame, get the paneling kit from Printed Solid. I buy my own motors, but you can also buy the motor kit. So basically the main components is what I buy from Printed Solid. And then I outsource everything else, like in terms of what I want quality wise. So like the bearings, like, you know, the heater pad from Kinova, like those things I outsource. Like I get my cast aluminum plate from a place called Midwest Steel. So everything else I'll outsource myself. I don't really want a kit with that, but getting everything from Printed Solid, it's a pretty nice deal. You can save yourself some money there in the process instead of buying a kit and not sure exactly what you're getting with a kit. So, but from what it seems like, most people go with Fabrico or Forum, but with your kit, apparently it's pretty decent. But I like to self-source. I like to buy my own little stuff, you know. God, it's still sticky. Let me just try my oil pot with me. There we go, a little bit better. There we go. So, I know you guys are painlessly watching, but I find a new way to insert the belt. So if I knew that I would have done it, but I just turned the thing on the side and just used the screwdriver flathead as I leverage to push it in, and that helps. So that way I don't have to use the 50mm M3 to pull it in anymore. So should have done that from day one. It would have saved me some time, but oh well. Yeah, I like Printed Solid stuff. Good stuff. Carry really good stuff. Fabrica is also great too. Like I bought like a lot of the stuff I bought. Like I bought the frame, this frame from Fabrico. I bought the motor kit from Fabrico, and I think the paneling kit from Fabrico, and the whole experience has been phenomenal. Like I like the service. Responds very fast to all the questions I had. Just overall, I'll definitely buy more stuff from Fabrico. Just like I'm very impressed with their service. But even then, that didn't save me any money. I should have just bought everything through them, like even the bearing stack and everything. Because when I even self-sourced the stuff, it still ended up coming to $1,400 for this printer. It still ended up pricey. So at the end of the day, if they can do this in a full kit at $1,400, I ought to just buy it like right out. Because whether it's self-sourced or not, it's still kind of pricey for this printer. Oh, nice. Oh, very nice. Very nice. You can't beat that next day service? Oh yeah, you can't beat that, man. Let's hope that's not grabbing in the wrong space. Sounds pretty tight right here, but we'll see. It's actually pushing it out. Oh my god. It's pushing out the freaking thing. I was wondering what's going on here. Actually pushing it out, bro. %, because I didn't remove the little plastic part when I insert the heated insert, and that's why the screw was pushing out the heated insert. Let's see if I can clear that before I run the belt again. I use Fabrico kit for my Mercury 1 mod. It had everything I needed, and I have plenty of spares. I also have been spending a lot of money on with KB3D. Oh yeah, KB3D also carries some really cool stuff too. They actually carried when I was building my Trident. They actually carried that one bearing that you need for the belt to tilt on. I can't remember what the bearing, like GCE 9535 bearing. That's where I got mine from, and yeah, their services was great too. But Fabrico, yeah, Fabrico is awesome. I'll keep buying stuff from them. It's just the service like no other, man. They did great service, and the communication is key. The communication is definitely key. What did I do? What did I do? Until I mess this up, please don't tell me this. Man, I think I janked this up, boys. I think I messed this up. Oh crap, I janked it up, boys. Dang it. I had a bad feeling that was gonna happen. That's why it's not coming out. I had a bad feeling that was gonna happen. So I forgot to remove the I forgot to remove the debris when I was inserting the heated inserts, and so I got the screw kind of cross-threaded on the heated inserts, and now it's not coming out. Like, it's literally not coming out now. So this whole piece here is going to be a pain in the ass to fix. Wow, how do I manage to do that? How did I manage to do that? Yeah, there's no getting that one out unless I pull this whole thing off. How did I manage to do that? So let me show you the mess up that I did, guys. And that was totally my fault for just not doing the simplest thing. So basically the heated insert on here, there are, you know, when you install a heated insert, it does leave some molten plastic on the inside. You definitely need to clear that, because the problem is that when you insert a screw and it catches the thread, it can cause the screw to cross thread and cause issue. Well, while I was talking, I wasn't paying attention and not realize I didn't take it out of this one. So now when I was screwing it in there, it cross thread and grabbed the heated insert, but because it cross thread, it cannot unscrew itself. So now it's just spinning inside of the plastic. So pretty much this whole thing here on the inside of this is not good. I'm gonna have to pull it out, which kind of left me kind of bummed, because honestly, that's annoying. That's gonna be a whole problem now that I'm gonna have to fix. Yeah, because there's no way to get this out now. So I'm gonna have to do this literally off stream. Pop this out, reprint the little part there, and continue. But by the time next week's stream done, this is all put. This will be all. The belt will be all ran and everything. It's just that this is going to be annoying work in the background. That's what you guys are saying. Here's everything. Shows up next day. I use Fabrico Kit. 12.2 Pro. I did convert a course wide though. Awesome. Mercury 1 is a nice setup. Yeah, Carlos. The insert started to sprint. It started to spin. Like it literally once you turn it, it started to spin. I tried to screw this in the insert to stop it from spinning, but all it's doing is just spinning off. So it's really kind of jacked in there. Hi, Tara. Love you too. Thanks, Nerq. I appreciate that, man. I ran into a little bit of an issue there. I'm gonna have to fix this off stream. This is a bummer. I wanted to kind of finish the belt, but this is a bummer. It's not a hard fix though. It's just one of those annoying fixes that I'm gonna have to do off the stream. But we are making some progress though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna print another set. I should have printed another set, but you know, knowing me, I should have known this coming. It was getting too good. I was not making any mistakes compared to the last couple streams, but got overconfident here and got humbled tonight. Yeah, I'm gonna print a couple more, and then I'll fix this. So the next stream, all this will be fixed. It'll just be belt running, and then. Like I said, I pre-did these off the stream, so not much to do other than just run the 82. Is that 82 pulleys? 42? I can't remember, but you know what I'm talking about, the 82 pulleys. So we're gonna do that the next stream. We're gonna end up just doing that and then running the belted Z down here once we finish this side. And then run the back extrusion as well, and then we can make some more progress. But this is annoying because I'm gonna have to fix that. Can't do anything without fixing that part. Oh, thanks, Tara. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Carlos. So yeah, I mean it's about time with the stream, anyways. But I appreciate you guys entertaining me. So I'm getting close, as you can see. I did make quite a bit of progress. I'm getting close. Of course, I got stuck here, but it's no big deal. I'll fix it in the background. And then next week's stream. Now, what I'm gonna just try to do to not wait that long, if I get it fixed, if I can slot myself sometime this weekend. I know Nero and Steve stream. I'm not trying to take up their time because I respect their time and I like to watch their stream as well, and enjoy their stream. If there's a slot in between, then maybe in the early morning, we'll see. But if there's something in the beginning of the week before Thursday, I might just start the build again, so that way we kind of make up for the loss of time here, and then we can move the build up a little further than it is now, because I feel like I've been on the gantry forever now. But I'll try to see if I can make up the time in between two, so that way we can actually move and progress the whole machine further. Because once this is on, once we get the hot end in and the bottom and then the plate going, everything else is a little bit more easier to it's just paneling and cabling and wiring at that point. So we're kind of there, but just this little hiccup here is a big annoyance. But anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys for entertaining me and watching me getting this thing done. But it will be built. I promise it'll get done, and hopefully all these videos here will be of use for someone else that wants to build a K3 and know what not to do. And hence why I wanted to build it live, because you know the mistakes I'm making now, someone can avoid making that mistake, and being a little bit more careful. So but I do enjoy you guys watching and supporting the channel. Make sure to like and subscribe. I won't stress it too much. Yeah, I won't stress it too much, guys. I promise. I'll fix it in the background. It's not a big deal, but it definitely hit a snag in the road for tonight. So, but I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully I see you guys at some point during the Nero stream or Steve stream. Say hi to you guys, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. So take it easy and peace out.